The Hyundai Palisade is often praised as one of the smartest family SUV purchases on the market. It delivers upscale styling, premium technology, impressive comfort, and enough practicality to make many luxury SUVs look overpriced. But ownership tells a different story. Several weaknesses only become apparent after months of commuting, road trips, and family hauling. Some are minor annoyances. Others can affect comfort, confidence, and long-term value far more than buyers expect. Strap in, feel the power. Welcome to Tribune, where every turn fuels your passion for motoring. Before you sign the paperwork on Hyundai's flagship SUV, here are 6 Palisade problems you absolutely need to know. Number 6. Efficiency struggles in a hybrid era. The Palisade's 3.8-liter V6 delivers 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, providing smooth acceleration and refined highway cruising. Many drivers appreciate its naturally aspirated character and predictable power delivery. However, fuel economy is becoming a growing weakness. While competitors increasingly adopt hybrid powertrains capable of exceeding 35 mpg combined, the Palisade typically delivers figures in the low 20s. For families handling daily commutes, road trips, and weekend activities, fuel expenses add up quickly. The V6 remains dependable and refined, but in today's market, the absence of hybrid technology makes Hyundai's flagship SUV feel increasingly behind the competition. But fuel costs aren't the only compromise owners discover after living with the Palisade. Another issue becomes apparent almost every time the SUV settles into highway speeds. Number 5. Wind noise erodes the premium experience. Step inside the Palisade and it's easy to be impressed. Soft touch materials, upscale trim, ambient lighting, and large digital displays create a cabin that feels remarkably luxurious. Unfortunately, highway driving reveals a weakness. Many owners report noticeable wind noise entering around the mirrors and door areas at higher speeds. It's not an aggressive whistle, but a steady rush of air that gradually diminishes cabin serenity. Because road trip comfort depends heavily on acoustic refinement, this becomes more noticeable over time. Hyundai came close to luxury-level isolation, but persistent aerodynamic noise prevents the Palisade from fully delivering the premium experience many buyers expect. Yet a quiet cabin alone doesn't determine whether a 3-row SUV succeeds. For many families, passenger space is every bit as important as refinement, and that's where another compromise begins to emerge. Number 4. Third-row space isn't as generous as it looks. From the outside, the Hyundai Palisade appears massive. The first row offers excellent comfort, while the second row, especially with captain's chairs, feels impressively spacious and nearly luxury-grade. The problem emerges in the third row. Despite respectable measurements on paper, adult passengers often find themselves cramped during longer trips. Legroom feels limited, seating positions can become uncomfortable, and access requires more flexibility than expected. Because the first 2 rows are so roomy, expectations for the rear seats are naturally high. Families with young children will likely be satisfied, but buyers regularly carrying adults may find rivals like the Toyota Grand Highlander or Chevrolet Traverse offer a noticeably more accommodating third-row experience. Space limitations may affect passengers riding in the back, but the next concern affects the person sitting behind the steering wheel every single day. Number 3. Comfort-focused tuning weakens driver engagement. The Hyundai Palisade prioritizes comfort above all else, delivering a smooth ride that easily absorbs rough pavement and daily driving imperfections. For family commuting, that's a major strength. However, the soft suspension tuning creates compromises. Steering feedback feels limited, making the SUV seem disconnected from the road during quick maneuvers. Many drivers also describe the brake pedal as softer than expected, reducing confidence in sudden stops. Add noticeable body roll through corners, and the Palisade feels less composed than rivals like the Mazda CX-90 or Honda Pilot. It's safe and predictable, but drivers seeking sharper responses may find it overly isolated behind the wheel. Before we reveal the final 2 Palisade problems, take a quick second to subscribe to Tribune and give this video a like. We cover everything from ownership insights and reliability concerns to the latest vehicle launches and automotive innovations. If you're passionate about cars, trucks, and SUVs, you're in the right garage. Now, while steering feel influences confidence behind the wheel, some of the most persistent ownership frustrations come from something far less exciting, but something you'll use every single day. Number 2. Everyday storage design misses the mark. The Palisade offers a spacious cabin with numerous clever storage solutions, but one surprising oversight continues frustrating owners: the door pockets. During a test drive, few people notice them. After months of ownership, however, the issue becomes obvious. Many reusable water bottles fit awkwardly or barely fit at all, forcing drivers and passengers to constantly rearrange belongings. That's particularly frustrating because the rest of the cabin is thoughtfully designed, featuring a large center console, practical compartments, and useful cup holders. It isn't a major flaw, but because owners interact with it daily, this small inconvenience gradually becomes far more annoying than expected. And while small storage frustrations can slowly wear on owners, the final issue has the potential to influence the buying decision before the vehicle even leaves the dealership lot. Number 1. Premium pricing creates luxury-level expectations. The Hyundai Palisade built its reputation on delivering premium features for mainstream SUV money. Entry-level trims still represent excellent value, offering advanced safety systems, modern technology, and impressive comfort. The challenge emerges with upper trims such as the calligraphy, where pricing can exceed $50,000. At that level, buyers begin comparing it against luxury-oriented alternatives like the Acura MDX, Lexus TX, Volvo XC90, and Mazda CX-90. Suddenly, flaws become more noticeable. Wind noise, average fuel economy, limited third-row comfort, and soft driving dynamics feel harder to justify. The closer the Palisade gets to luxury pricing, the more intense buyer expectations become. And that ultimately brings us to the biggest question surrounding Hyundai's flagship family SUV. Verdict: premium appeal with important trade-offs. The Hyundai Palisade remains one of the strongest contenders in the three-row SUV segment. Its upscale styling, comfortable cabin, generous technology, excellent warranty coverage, and family-friendly practicality make it easy to recommend. Yet long-term ownership reveals compromises that buyers should understand before signing the paperwork. Fuel economy trails hybrid rivals. Highway refinement isn't class-leading. Third-row space can disappoint adults. Driving dynamics favor comfort over engagement. Storage design has quirks, and higher trims approach luxury SUV territory. None of these issues automatically make the Palisade a bad purchase. In fact, for many families, its strengths will easily outweigh its weaknesses. The key is understanding exactly where those compromises exist before bringing one home. The Palisade remains highly competitive, but it's no longer the flawless value champion many buyers assume it is at first glance. Which of these Hyundai Palisade drawbacks would concern you the most during ownership? And if you own a Palisade, has your experience matched these observations? Or have you found different strengths and weaknesses? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear from fellow enthusiasts and owners. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to Torque Tribune and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest vehicle updates, industry news, reviews, and in-depth automotive analysis. Thanks for watching. If you thought the Hyundai Palisade was impressive, wait until you see the next vehicles we're covering. Tap one of the videos on your screen right now and keep the adventure going with Torque Tribune.